All right, Fashion Parade is coming to New York City. The international event heads to Christie's this week, featuring South Asian art and fashion, and it's all for a good cause.
Sadia Siddiqui is the creative director and founder of Fashion Parade. She's here to tell us more about it. And also she's joined by Dr. Mubashir Chaudhry. He is the founder of the Patient Benefit Foundation. Welcome to both of you. Thank you for being here. Doctor, I'll get to you in a second. But first, Sadia, what is Fashion Parade? Explain a little bit about what it is. This is the first time it's coming to New York.
It's the first time it's coming to New York. So I was born and raised in Pakistan, and I moved to London to do my master's degree, and then London became my second home. I was working in fashion. I felt very passionately about the fashion industry and the craftsmanship that is in Pakistan. And I felt that it wasn't being Pakistani fashion, Pakistani art, culture, heritage. Pakistan is generally, I think, because of the negative perceptions about the country, there's a general lack of awareness about how far Pakistan has progressed in various fields. And I felt that I wanted to create a platform, Fashion Parade in London, where I could really show people the vibrant, beautiful, amazing side of Pakistan, and then greater South Asia, which includes India and Pakistan and Bangladesh, so that people could appreciate the beautiful artisanal craft and the designs, the silhouettes, the fabrics that come from this region.
I know we have some video and pictures I know that they're going to run through.
Yeah, I'd love to see those shots. Now, so you have a lot of different designers who are going to be featured?
Yes, we have 6 designers in all who are coming from both Pakistan and India.
Oh, that's wonderful. And Doctor, you were talking about the Patient Benefit Foundation. Tell us what that is. I know that you two have partnered in this endeavor.
Thank you for having me on your show. Patient Benefit Foundation is a resource for all those people who lack insurance, either they are under or uninsured, and they do not have a resource for elective surgeries. Elective surgery is one that is not an emergency surgery. So people usually continue to harbor those problems and diseases inside them, and they do not get to, they get deformities and stuff like that. So we come in to negotiate with the hospital a cash price, and our surgeons in our network that we work in the healthcare network do not charge us any money. So we end up, bringing a $70,000 or $60,000 surgery down to maybe 40 or 8 or 9,000.
Wow.
So 40 is usually the number that people, end up paying.
And Sadia, you were saying that you team up with a nonprofit to raise awareness.
Yes.
At your events.
We've been doing it since London. So this platform is 5 years old. So we used to team up with a charity every year, and this year around, I met Dr. Chaudhry, and he told me about what he was doing. I felt passionately about it. My sister recently recovered from a year-long struggle with cancer. So obviously, in America, insurance doesn't cover all your bills. So I know how challenging it can be for families.
And so through the fashion show that's coming to New York, you are helping to create awareness about his organization.
Yes.
Tell us, we were just looking at some of the video of, I guess, your previous shows.
Yes.
Tell us about some of the designs that people might not be, like you said, you want to open people's eyes about South Asian fashion.
Yes, yes. So we have an amazing array of designers who are coming in. I think people possibly think that perhaps the clothes that will be showcased here are going to be traditional clothes. That's not going to be the case, because Pakistani designers and Indian designers also design Western clothes for a modern audience back home. And they are actually bringing clothes which are more fusion, and they have Western silhouettes. And the craftsmanship, the fabric, the workmanship is all obviously true to South Asia. But the silhouettes are very relatable, something you guys can wear here.
And just briefly, in our remaining seconds, the Fashion Institute of Technology is also involved.
Yes, we are delighted to have them on board. FIT is our education partner in this event and is holding a panel discussion for our designers the following day.
Right, and this is Tuesday at Christie's.
Tuesday at Christie's, and Wednesday is the panel discussion.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
For more information about Fashion Parade and the Patient Benefit Foundation, you can head to cbsnewyork.com.